Thank you so much for staying with us. We have a couple more questions or issues that people have been having on their gardens or in their landscapes. If you have questions that you would like us to answer, of course, we will answer them on the spot for you, and we will also answer them here on the air. If you have questions, you can always give us a call at 330-455-5997. You can email me your questions at cindypetitti@gmail.com. That's CINDYPETITTI@gmail.com. Or better yet, stop in at the store at 5828 Columbus Road, right there on the corner of Columbus Road and Broadway in Nimishillen Township. Yes, we have a Louisville address, Canton telephone number. We are in Nimishillen Township, right down the street from Skyland Pines Golf Course. So that's going to be the best way. Bring your leaf in like so many people do. In your baggie, we ask you to put your baggie, your leaf or your branch in a baggie. So in case it does have something that can spread, it doesn't spread to anything at our place. And we will take a look at it and get your questions answered and then be able to get you a product and get you on your way quickly so that you can fix it when you get home. And several of you have been doing that. You bring us in a leaf of, your tree or your shrub. And sometimes people just bring in a leaf and say, I don't know what this plant is. Can you tell me what it is? So we can help you identify those kind of products also. And we want to help you with that. So a gentleman called in this week. I'm not sure exactly what day it was. I think it was Tuesday or so. And he's explaining his evergreen trees were all brown at the top. And then he started looking closer at the tree. And he saw little holes all the way through it. In his trunk. So he sees these little holes. Then he's looking even closer. And he has a caterpillar eating on his tree. So in this case, you have an insect that's laid its egg, and as it matured, when it got to the pupa stage and into the larva stage, it started burrowing its way out of the trunk. Usually in these cases, you will see like a little bit of a sawdust look on the ground where the insect bored its way out of the tree. They're not burrowing in, they're burrowing out. And so you'll notice that. And then the larva gets bigger and bigger, it turns into a caterpillar. And then that's when you start noticing it's defoliating the plant. These things are very hard to control organically. It is very, very difficult, but there are some ways that you can do it, and I'm going to give you both, the organic way and the chemical way, in case you want to do it. So organically is definitely our preference, and if this tree is anywhere where there is something edible close by, you want to make sure that you do it organically, because the systemic products that are not organic goes into the ground. And if there is anything else planted in the area, they will pull up the insecticide as well. So first off, we're going to go the organic method, and we're going to assume that you have some edibles close by and you do not want to spray or use a systemic. And you can do the spray both ways too. Again, I always prefer, no matter what, to do the spray organically so that the mist is not coming back in your face that is a chemical. So the spray that I'm going to recommend, again, is the Captain Jack's. A wonderful, wonderful spray. You can put it in the hose end or a concentrate, reach 25 to 30 feet without a problem. And you want to really saturate the tree well. Saturate all of the branches and also the trunk. And any opportunity that you have to spray right directly into those holes, better yet. So you want to really saturate that. And then using a dust like the Captain Jack's dust or even the diatomaceous earth, Also, another product that is oftentimes recommended is the garden dust. And I recommend the garden dust because it's an organic insecticide and a fungicide. And a lot of times when a tree is in stress because of insects, it can pick up diseases easily also. So using that dust is going to be a good way. So spray it with the Captain Jacks and then dust the ground underneath the tree and anywhere that you can reach the tree, dust it. Even if you can get a duster, a duster is a little piece of equipment that you push air through and it dusts the dust onto the tree, and you can get it up higher that way, or even a ladder, and then you can dust it that way. So that's going to be the preferred way to do it organically. Now, the gentleman that came in with this issue did not want to do it organically. He said he had nothing planted in the area that was edible, and he wanted to do it chemically. He had the spray at his home already, but he needed the systemic. So we do carry a systemic. We don't have a lot of non-organic products, but we do have one little shelf, and we do have it for these cases. So he got the systemic that he's going to mix up, start at the trunk, move all the way out to the drip line of the tree, and saturate that whole area with the systemic. Like I said, he had his own spray that had malathion in it. And so he said that's what he was going to be spraying with. So as most of you know me, I was for sure going to give him a bit of advice about using that spray. Malathion has been proven to cause cancer, and so I was giving him instructions. And I'm going to do the same to you. If you decide to use a malathion product, and you're going to be spraying it, you want to definitely make sure that you are wearing protection, not only on your hands and your arms and your body so the mist doesn't come down and get on you, but also you want to make sure that you are wearing some type of a mask. A respirator is going to be best, and also eye protection. You do not want that mist getting in your eyes. A mucous membrane like your eye is going to absorb that malathion in you. And since this product has been proven to cause cancer, you really want to make sure that you are completely covered, and then those clothes that you take off, you take them off immediately upon being finished spraying and get them into your washer and get them cleaned off. You want to make sure that you clean out your respirator and your eye protection. You want to make sure that everything is clean before you put them back on. This product is very, very potent, and like I said, it has been proven to cause cancer, so use it the least amount that you can. I know people want to save their trees. A tree costs a lot of money, but you really want to be careful. Your health is worth a lot, so you want to make sure that you're being protected yourself if you are having those issues. If you have other questions, please give us a call. We will help you get through these difficult issues that we're having. The next question that we had was about green mossy stuff growing on my locust trees. And locust trees are known for this, as well as dogwoods. They seem to, when they're stressed, a lot of times, they will get this mossy green scaly moss. It's not a fuzzy moss, it's like a scaly moss growing on the tree. As long as it stays on the trunk, not growing out of the tree, usually it's not going to cause you an immediate problem. It's not like the tree is dying right away. But if you can control it and keep the tree healthy, it's always to the tree's benefit. So if you do notice some of it growing, controlling the pH of the soil is definitely going to help. Keeping the tree trimmed, and letting light flow through and air flow through the tree is definitely going to help. But one of the most important things is keeping the tree fed. People think, my tree's growing anyhow, I don't need to feed it. And what I mean by feed is fertilizer, of course. But it is very important. And I tell people this all the time. We don't feed or fertilize our trees and shrubs so that they grow. We fertilize them so that they stay healthy, just like us. As adults, we do not eat so that we keep growing. We eat to stay alive. You have to think of your plants the same way. When they're little, yes, just like our children, we feed them so that they can grow and be strong and healthy. We feed ourselves so that we can just be strong and healthy. That's what we have to do with our adult trees and shrubs too. So, yes, you will have to prune them. And yes, it's good for them. Again, something that I tell our customers all the time when they come into the store and they tell me they want a tree or a shrub that they are never going to have to prune. Then buy plastic, because trees and shrubs are a growing, living, breathing thing. They need to be trimmed. Just like your hair, it always looks better after you've had a trim, and it always grows better after you've had a trim. And the same thing is with your plants. Your plants are going to stay healthier, they're going to grow better, they're going to mature better if you trim them once a year. So don't try to buy shrubbery that you're never going to have to trim. That's not the way they're meant to be. They are a living, growing thing. They need to be trimmed, and that's what you need to do. So feed your trees and shrubs, and they're not going to have the issues. If you have the green mossy stuff, you can get Moss Max, and it will help take care of that, and you can spray it on there. You can use it as a granular, spray it on there. A fungicide will oftentimes help, but the most important thing is to keep the tree trimmed and keep it fertilized, and you will have much better luck with it. And you will see that things grow better and doesn't have the issues if you're doing that. The next question was deer. Deer we battle with all the time. Remember this, if you don't have a way to get rid of the deer or let it eat something in the back of your yard, you need to use 3 repellents. A repellent every 2 weeks and 3 different ones so that they don't get used to it. So buy Repelzol, Deer Out, and maybe Liquid Fence, and spray one every 2 weeks and change it up every time. Keep rotating that, and they won't get as used to that product, and you'll have better luck. Here we are at the end of a show again. I want to thank all of you so much for being with us. Remember, new hours, no Sunday hours, but Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. And remember, we have blueberries right now in pint containers. If you want them in 3-pound bags, Blueberry Gary in Louisville, right next to the Assemblies of God Church, has berries, but he's only open a couple evenings a week. So you might need to call us 330-455-5997. We'll be back here right with you next week at 8 a.m. right here on the Light 95.9. Have a blessed week.